Hey, we're Teacher Talk, and welcome to our channel.
We're going to be sharing some tips and tricks for you to make it through the school year.
Today we'll talk about some ideas to make back to school night go a little more smoothly. So one of the things I like to do in my classroom for back to school night for the kids to get more familiar with my room is I do a scavenger hunt. So there's this paper you can print out right there. I think that's from Teachers Pay Teachers. And it helps them just get more familiar with the classroom. They can find the clock, the trash can, water fountain, bathroom, all the necessities. So the first day they're not so like freaked out and lost.
Yeah, because for little kindergartners that can be very scary coming into a new building and a new school, new people. So just knowing where things are in the room helps them feel more comfortable.
And if you wanted to, you could even extend it to your whole school. So you have one for your classroom, or you can go find the library or the cafeteria or that sort of thing, because a big school's kind of a scary place for, 5-year-olds.
Yeah. So with those back to school supply lists, you're going to get a lot of supplies in your classroom, and this is how we organize them. You can use or lose.
So one idea we do, we have, we put a lot of bins in the front of our room with labeled, like this one has pencils. We'll have ones for like erasers, Ziploc baggies, paper towels, whatever is on your school supply list. Have a box for it so you can just put it in there. When they come to the back to school night, it makes it easier to store.
And then with the pictures, they can sort it as well.
Well,
I was going to say that they could use regular boxes. They don't have to
Yeah.
use.
Yeah,
right.
whatever you have available to you.
Yeah. It also helps on back to school night to sort the materials, have the children do it when they come in. It gives them something to do that's constructive and really helpful for you.
And also if they have siblings, they can also be more involved with that too, helping find the box for the crayons.
Absolutely.
Etc.
Yep. Now there are a couple of supplies that you may not want to put in a box in the front of the room, specifically the
Pencil boxes.
Thank you. The pencil boxes. Because if a child has gone to the store and taken the time to pick out something that they like, the last thing you want to do is give it to another kid on the first day of school. So what I like to do is have them find their desk in the classroom and put their pencil box and then the scissors that they pick out inside their desk. That way we know exactly whose is whose, and there won't be any tears on the first day of school about supplies.
Yeah. And if I have time, I'll try to write their name on the scissors and pencil box so I make sure I know it's there so it doesn't get misplaced at all.
If there's time.
Yeah, if there's time.
On back to school night, there's obviously going to be a lot of parents, children, and other family members coming in and out of your classroom. It's kind of one of those things where it feels like you're just swirling around a bunch of people. So a really important thing to remember is back to school night is for the parents to get to know you and your classroom. So you kind of have to get good at politely stopping a talkative parent. If you've got a parent who's obviously worried or has a lot of information to tell you and you're like, I've got 8 other parents I need to get to, you should try to work on a way to find You should try to find a way to tell them, hey, just one second, I need to go talk over here. I cannot wait to learn more about your kid. That way you can get to everybody, because if one family monopolizes your time,
and to help with that too, you can have a sheet. We've done this before. We have like a sheet, like kind of like get to know me, like get to know your child. They can fill out. And in the meantime, we also had just like a newsletter, general information on our screen that they can just kind of look at as to maybe help answer some of their questions, so they don't have to monopolize your time.
So you can make a newsletter or a PowerPoint or a flip book. They have flip books out there where you can put information that parents are normally going to ask, like your class schedule, your contact info, so that's your room number, your room extension, your email. If you use Reminder Dojo with parents, like that's another way they can contact you. Put that info on there. Lunch information, snack information, birthday information, because that's a big thing in schools, what you can bring and not bring for kids to eat with allergies and stuff like that.
A lot of teachers have used different apps to help communicate on back to school, because that can be troublesome if you are having difficulties communicating with them. One was like Google Translator.
You can speak directly into it and it'll talk back in the language that you've selected.
So translator, not translate.
Correct.
Translator.
Translate is the written form and translator is the spoken. And I'm pretty sure it's available on both Android and Apple for free, which is really nice.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with our particular population, we have a lot of parents who speak multiple languages. So it helps with that bond and that relationship you make the first time you meet them, that they recognize, hey, you're making an effort. I like that.
Yeah. Also, the Remind app that we use to communicate with parents, it's an app for free that you can use on the computer or on your phone instead of giving out your personal number, unless you would like to do that. But it has a translation feature as well, so it just makes you a lot more approachable to parents that might feel uncomfortable because they don't speak English or don't speak it well. It's an easier way for them to communicate you and know that, like, I can still contact you and reach you, and you can understand and I will understand. So
Yep.
And I don't know if we mentioned it all, but if we, on back to school night, can get crazy and hectic, and there's going to be a lot of questions from parents. If you don't know the answer to something, it's okay. Like, don't feel like you have to know everything. Just do your best to answer and direct them to the right people to help answer those questions, or just say, we'll find that out for you and I'll get back to you.
Right.
So don't feel like you have to know everything that night, because it's going to be crazy with parents and kids and things happening.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And having other activities out if you want to, like a puzzle or something for the kids or siblings if they're done with the scavenger hunt or whatever it may be, can help keep them occupied while their parents are talking to you or filling out paperwork or whatever it may be.
Absolutely.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like and subscribe button.
Comment below with what you like to do for back to school night.
And remember, every classroom is different.
You know, whatever sprinkles your donut.